Oops.
This powerful heater can heat up any room in seconds without the high
Jai Shri Mataji. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for coming. To help to manifest this UK evening meditation for the 4th of January, 2024. So, if everyone is settled now, we'll just raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan collectively. Even if we've already done it, we can just do it all together collectively and be joined in Sasra. And for a moment, just keeping our attention fully in Sasrara. Let's take just a moment to collectively enjoy and imbibe the silence. With our attention fully on the subtle system. On each of our 7 chakras, from Muladhara to Sasrara. And the Sushumna, the central path, which is the path of Kundalini. And of course, the Ida Nadi and the Pingala Nadi. Which rise on left and right side and cross over at the optic chiasma, the Agya. And dissolve into Sasrara. And we can say Sri Ganesha's mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Dvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Dvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. And again, let's just meditate in silence for a moment on the extreme power of these simple mantras. Sri Ganesha, we thank you again and again for these blessings that you bestow on us, awakening our innocence, awakening the wisdom which is manifested through you, and making us worthy to be led as you have done to the lotus feet of our Holy Mother, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, where we have received the blessings of self-realization. This we never take for granted. And our hearts are filled with gratitude and awe. Sri Mataji, as we gather collectively at your lotus feet, please bless us with your attention. Please bless us with your darshan. Let your presence be established in our hearts and deeply felt in our attention. We humbly beseech you, please place your feet in our sasrara. Take us higher and higher above the brain, into the realm of thoughtless awareness, into the realm where there is no thought, but pure awareness. Pure attention and pure joy. Please keep us in the present, which is the presence of God. And as we continue to be aware of our subtle system, we can also be aware of our bodies, where we are sitting, before Mother's photograph, and where we are in contact with Mother Earth. Even if it's just the soles of our feet. And we can put our hands on or toward Mother Earth. And again, we are filled with gratitude. For our Mother Earth, who nourishes us and sustains us, and blesses us with her beauty, and forgives us for trespassing. Even as we forgive those who trespass against us. We ask you, Mother Earth, to suck and absorb all our negativities, all our worries and concerns, our fears, our overactive brains, and all of our bodily tensions. Let them all fall away as we surrender and relax completely in the safety and security of our Mother's protection and blessings. We take the mantra of Sri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And we ask our Mother Kundalini to flow, to remove all of our impurities and take our attention into the heavens. Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, we thank you for the pure knowledge in your form as Sri Saraswati. Please fill all of our thoughts, our deeds, all of our actions in our everyday life, every word that we speak, and every gesture of sharing with your supreme divine creativity. Let it be loving and melodic and attractive. Let us be in a way that gives others pause. To find the silence within themselves. That we can become gurus in the most natural way, with the qualities of innocence and magnetism, bolstered and sustained by pure truth and knowledge, filtered through the heart. Knowledge given generously and freely and sweetly. And let us be not only gurus, but disciples, our own disciples. How many of us find that we can give advice much more easily than we can follow it? So let us be followers of that great wisdom and that great knowledge and absorb it within ourselves such that the sharing becomes just automatic. Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya. Om Twameva Sakshat Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And we can sing the Guru mantra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Srimataji Nirmalama. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Again, let's enjoy the silence within, with the opening of the void and the 10 primordial masters. So now I'd like to play the first of two short extracts from Mother's talks this evening.
So this is one of the things one has to realize, that the Spirit resides in your heart, which is the Satchidananda, as they say, is the one which is the truth, which is the attention, and which is the joy. Now, first of all, we must understand what is attention. What is God who is an attention? What does that mean? God who is the attention means God knows about everything that's happening. He is aware of what is happening in this world. He is the only spectator of the drama of life, which is created by His power, the primordial Mother. He knows each and everything about us. Whatever He wants to know, He can find out. There is no problem about it. So He is the knower, and He is the knowledge too. So when we become realized, we have to know. Through our awareness, we have to become collectively conscious. And this is a very important point which we must remember. It's not very difficult to understand that you have to become something more. Only by wearing some dress or putting something in your neck, what do you become? Some people tell me, we lead a very good life, Mother, so it should be all right. But good life is according to your concept, even according to the divine concept, if it is a good life. For what? Everybody will ask, for what? Why do you want to lead such a religious life? For what? What is the need to have such a life? One should ask oneself, why to lead such a life which is so conditioned? The answer is, you have to have balance to ascend. If you do not ascend, what's the use of building up this balance within you? The purpose is to ascend. If you cannot transcend, then this is just a binding your mental projection that you should lead this kind of a life and that kind of a life. It's just your mental process. But when the Spirit ascends, then all the religions are born within you. They get enlightenment. You just don't do things which are wrong. Just don't do it. You just don't like it. As we have told you that there are people who gave up their drugs and things overnight, is a fact. Because as soon as this happens, the enlightenment brings forth complete new awareness which refuses to have anything that is not good for this body. You just have the things that are good for your body, for your life. You don't have to fight with yourself that, oh God, how will I give up? In the morning you say, I will not drink in the night, but in the night you drink. So in the beginning there is no need in Sahaja Yoga today to say that don't do this and don't do that. There's no need at all. Once it is enlightened within you, you just look after yourself. But when the Spirit starts coming in your attention, you become collectively conscious and you know. You know again. It's not mental projection. You know about yourself. You know what centers are catching on your fingers. You can fingertips. You can say, you know on your fingertips. And you know about others also. And also if you really learn the complete technique, which is very easy to learn, within a week you can learn it, you can help another and yourself very well to rise above this level to a higher level. People have all kinds of fears these days. It's a very abnormal situation. They don't have any joy, only fear. They live with fear. They were telling me there's a person who cannot give out in the space, there's fear of even breathing bad oxygen, then they have fear of germ touching them and all those things are there. They have lost confidence in life. By awakening of the center within you, you become absolutely a normal person. You have no fears. Because nothing that is wrong can attack you. You are well prepared for it. There's a strength within you which really makes you very confident. That's why this center is very important for us to know that this center gives us that strength, that confidence. The other day, every program, they asked me another question. What do you think about Australians? Which is a very, very common question I found. I said they are great people, very nice people. But they lack only one thing, is complete confidence in themselves. They haven't got that confidence that they should have. They are not aggressive people. They are not worried about aggressing other territories or anything. But a kind of a diffidence is still in them, which they should get rid of it completely. You are the people who belong to God. And why should you have any diffidence about it? But this diffidence is completely finished when you get this center awakened within you. To get this center awakened, you have to do nothing. The Kundalini herself rises. And if you have any problem in that center, she comes back, again she rises with a greater force and hits there. Opens it out and awakens the deity of that center so that you feel very confident.
Again, a few moments of silence so that we may absorb the essence of what Mother says on a vibrational level. So let's, before we listen to the second talk extract, let's just take the names of the 10 primordial masters. We'll just do the short form of each mantra. Shri Raja Janaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Janaka Namo Namaha. Shri Abraham. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Abraham Namo Namaha. Shri Moses. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Moses Namo Namaha. Shri Zarathustra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Zarathustra Namo Namaha. Shri Confucius. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Confucius Namo Namaha. Shri Lao Tse. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lao Tse Namo Namaha. Socrates. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Socrates Namo Namaha. Prophet Muhammad. And we'll say, as Mother does, Muhammad Saab. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Muhammad Saab Namo Namaha. Shri Guru Nanak. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Guru Nanak Namo Namaha. Shri Sai Baba of Shirdi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sai Baba of Shirdi Namo Namaha. Actually, I'm just seeing in the mantra book that his title, I think better for the purpose of a mantra, is Shirdi Sai Nata. So we'll amend that one. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shirdi Sai Nata Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Mataji. And so before we listen to this very interesting second extract, just a word about Socrates. Socrates was a Greek philosopher and reformer, considered the father of Western logic and philosophy. The son of a wealthy sculptor, he devoted himself to the moral and intellectual reform of his fellow citizens. He believed in the existence of absolute truth and often referred to guidance from a divine voice within. He was an advocate of careful reasoning in pursuit of the truth, and his analytic practices gave rise to what has become the scientific method. Socrates said, "Be as you wish to seem."
All right. So then this part of the history is there. On that history stands the modern Greek. So if you see from Socrates to Christ, people had evolved, we think, but they also crucified Christ. So what was their evolution? Though if you see what Christ preached and what Christ preached and Socrates preached, There is much difference. Because Socrates talked in parables, not openly. While Socrates talked in a very open way, in an open discussion, in an open understanding, that shows only that the people could understand what he was saying. But still, he was also killed. Socrates also was given poison and he was also killed. So that shows that at that time also the people in charge or at the helm of affairs didn't know what was reality. So now from Christ to Socrates and from Socrates to me, we can say this way, that we are talking about him. Though Socrates came in the year, how much BC he was?
Years, about 500 years before
Christ. 500 before Christ. So might be that Christ must have felt that Socrates, he talked so openly, so nicely to people, as because he was primordial master. He realized it. So he talked in parables. He thought that no use talking straight like Socrates, because see, they are very straightforward people. The primordial masters have to be very, they are by nature extremely straightforward. Even today's those who were real gurus, they would not accept any person. They would throw away. They would beat people. Even musicians in India, those who are great masters, they would beat their disciples if they played something wrong, like very harsh people. So it was all right for Socrates also to tell things very plain and simple and all that, but still he was killed. And then Christ, who was 500 years later, came. See, he saw the point that no use talking, because he came at Agya, talking in that way. If you tell somebody, don't do like this, even reason it out like Socrates did, he is the master of logic, you can call him. The whole logic system comes from him. He is a master of logic. But despite that, it did not appeal to the logic of the people who were at the helm of affairs. So they have no logic in their heads. You see, they are just rationalists. Rationality is blindness, but there is no logic. So because there is no logic, they killed him. And Christ understood that there is no logic with these people, so better talk to them in parables. So he talked to them in parables. But still they killed him. Helm, the authorities, they couldn't bear. They thought he's becoming very powerful, or whatever it was. The Jews themselves were very funny, and they did it. So in Sahaja Yoga, what I decided that at least I should give realization to people first. And then I can talk to them whatever I like. Now I am talking to you everything and you are understanding it because you are realized souls. But I cannot talk this to an ordinary person. So we have two types of people, one who are Sahajogis and one who are not. Of course there are some Sahajogis who are not very worthy of this, I agree. And they may just go back or something. But you can become worthy of understanding all this knowledge because your Kundalini can make you so capable and your Sahasrara are so good that you can absorb what I am saying and can logically see what I am saying is true. And you can also verify it, whether it is true or not. So this stage of yours, I think, is the highest stage of awareness, where collectively you are understanding me. The situation is not so bad as it was even at the time of Christ. Before that, of Socrates' time, I think he was the only wise man going around. There was nobody else seems to have any wisdom. Even his disciples, you see, like Plato, he went off his head. Then Aristotle went off his head. Both of them really were tried to have their own arbitrary additions, which were all absolutely. But Socrates talked absolutely about gods and everything, and talked so openly. Then, in the same way, we can say the primordial master state is that we have Muhammad Sahib. He was also killed. He was also killed because he told the truth. Then came Nanaka. He was not killed, but nobody bothered about him. And the people who really follow him are just in the opposite direction. Supposing he was saying, come this way, so they are going in that way. You find even same thing with Christ. If Christ said, come this way, the Christians are going that way. Every religion is just the same. Same with Krishna's Gita. Those who preach Gita are just, if Krishna is standing here and saying, come this way, Gita is saying, they are preaching Gita, going down, taking people downward. So it is common with all religions that they have always used the name of prophets and of all the incarnations just to make money and to take everybody to hell, straightforward march to hell. See, so now those who are alert about it and those who have seen it, that this is all nonsense, are in Sahaja. And Sahajogis can't do that because they have come quite a long way now on this side. So they are going to pull out many others to that side instead of going themselves down. So this is the situation today. And that's why I say Greece is a very wonderful area where we can work it out. If Athena could be awakened here, this place could be of very great help to us. Now there are very balanced Greek people. They have great sense of art because of right side Swadhisthana. Also they have lots of qualities of understanding the worthlessness of too much indulgences and all that. It is so. But the immorality grew now because they started copying Westerners. Otherwise, the women here were very moral women. This is only in these 20 years this change has come. Before that, the women were very moral, very good women lived here. And some of them are now in India, as I told you. They came with Alexander. And they were very good husbands and wives and very good families. This is only, I don't know why, about 20 years or 25 years at the most you can say. The Kali Yuga is showing its effects here also. But it's a very solid country. And still they respect a woman who has character. Respect her. They may use a woman who has no character, but they respect the woman who has character. And also respect the mother. So there are lots of qualities in this country which are still existing, in some places lingering, and some places effective. So the job of Sahajogis is to somehow or other evoke that integrating force in them of the Athena, and I'm sure we can purify this country. May God bless you.
Once again, please enjoy the silence.
Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha
The ideal wise guru. Only that one is a true worshipper of God, who is not jealous, who is generous to everyone, and without any egoism, who can bear heat and cold, happiness and harm equally, who always forgives, is constantly satisfied, whose decisions are firm, and whose mind and soul are surrendered to God, who does not cause any evil, who is not afraid of others, and who is as free of excitement as of worries and fears, who is pure, efficient at work, but yet not touched by it, who gives up all the fruits of his acting, the good ones as well as the bad ones, who treats friends and enemies in the same way, who stays untouched by respect or lack of respect, who is not pampered by praise, but also not depressed if people talk badly of him, who likes the silence and the loneliness, and who has a disciplined mind. The yogi is the one in whom all these capabilities are reflected in his life, and who, in the midst of a furious storm, still sees the sun, who faces the difficulties and the death, who with a balanced, quiet mind walks over a battlefield or goes to the executioners, and whose spirit is so joyful that even thunder puts him to sleep. Shri Mataji, please give us the innocence of the Guru. Please give us the wisdom of the Guru. Please give us the detachment of the Guru. Please give us the pure knowledge of the Guru. Please give us the generosity of heart of the Guru. Please give us the full confidence of the Guru. Please give us the pure integrity of the Guru. Please give us the pure meditative state of the Guru. Please give us the pureness of heart of the Guru. Please establish within us the ultimate master and disciple of ourselves. Please make us the lenses through which your glory is magnified for all to see and worship. Please give us the complete divine recognition of our Holy Mother. Please give us the courage to speak only the truth. Let's say now the third of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Sorry. Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So now we can collectively raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan, but as we do so, let us remember our powers. Let us not be diffident. Let us raise the kundalini of the whole world and cover the world with Mother's bandhan. For we are just instruments of Mother's infinite power. Let there be no doubt. So thank you everyone once again for coming together this evening. Each and every one to become the shining pieces in the mosaic of Mother's glory. May she dwell in us and we in her forever. I'll say goodbye myself for now, but we'll let the music play for a few minutes for those who want to sit a little longer.